Season 3, episode 41. Almost the end of fucking season 3 here.
Right.
I thought about restarting it for our next episode because it'll be post. Like, I think we should go fishing seasons. Although 69 episodes is just, it's on par. It's on brand.
It really is.
So yeah, welcome to the Silver Alert episode. We are, if you're watching us live or catch this live, it is currently 6:45.
We'd normally like to start around 6:30, but I was late.
We almost had to issue a Silver Alert for old Hubert. Weren't sure where he was.
So, speaking of Silver Alert, I started to say this before we started recording, but I stopped myself.
Yeah, well done.
I got my hair cut last week. And
Did you get a discount on that?
No.
Motherfucker.
Should. When I got it, but you'd like this barber because she gives me as much shit as Jeremy did. But I stood up from the chair. I was like, whose gray hair is that? She was like, I don't know, the 40-year-old guy that was sitting in the chair. I'm like,
40?
I was like, hey, I'm 35. She goes, oh, you could have fooled me. I was like, what the fuck?
Yikes. Shots fired.
Yeah, but there is zero. It's like, it's all gray. There's no other color hair coming off my head.
So, would you go for like the 4 hymns, maybe try and regrow? Or we do?
I think at this point, I'm just going to embrace it.
Or you just go for it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a disease. We should really treat it nicer, but.
It's not a disease. Hair loss?
Alopecia? I don't know.
I don't have alopecia. Jesus Christ. I'm not a fucking cat. Humans get
Humans
it too.
do get that.
Who's that football player from the Steelers that had it?
Ryan Shazier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shazier, whatever.
That's a fucking good pull there. Whew. Yeah. I actually tried out a new barber.
Where'd you go?
I went to Hoppy's.
Oh, yeah.
They're in York now. They took over York's.
Really?
They took over York's spot.
So did they get rid of the Kittery one?
No, they still have it.
All right.
I think it's the dude that started or owns Hoppy's moved here
Yeah.
with another dude. It was fucking awesome. It was like, I mean, obviously not the fishing
Yeah.
that Jeremy used to bring.
Yeah.
Like, that was like my, like, it was
That's what I
basically
liked
like, we
about
could have just walked in there and recorded a podcast every time I got my hair cut. Hey, I'm recording a podcast. You're on. What's up? Hey. You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. You're on the podcast, so what's up?
Nothing. Just checking in.
Oh. Yeah, we're recording a nice little podcast before the outage starts.
Aha. Did you get your Peloton in?
No. Definitely also a margarita and a half in already today, too, so it's going to go well later.
All right. Well, I'll let you do your podcast, and then I'll join you.
All right, buddy. I'll shoot you a text when I'm starting.
All right.
See ya. Ugh, this is going to suck. That motherfucker. The other night, I was sitting there, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to hop on. Literally, in sweatpants, like, I was like, I'm just going to do a super easy ride. I'd already been I'm into the tequila again.
We talked about that.
I like it. No?
I don't know. Go for it. I guess it's healthier for you, right?
It's, yeah,
More natural.
way natural. It's like 100% natural. I mean, most booze is pretty natural.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Really, anything is natural if you really want to look at it. It all came from here, so. Even processed. Whatever. Anyways, I got on, and he was in a ride, and I was like, all right, I'll join. I fucking destroyed him. I destroyed myself. I wanted to throw up. It was not great. but I whooped his ass.
Yeah, you texted me afterwards. You were a little. I could tell from the text you were winded.
Yeah, it was not great, but it's working.
Yep.
So we're gonna keep up on it.
All right.
We're gonna see how it goes for the outage. 12-hour days.
That's gonna be tough.
That's all. That's a rough go when you get home. Just want to get on, even for fucking 20 minutes. It's like,
Wow.
that's forever gone.
It's all right. I'll just finish it.
Yeah. But yeah, Hoppy's Barbershop, pretty fucking good. They did a great job. I
They
was
redo
really.
the inside.
So they took out the middle chair,
Yeah.
and the seating's a little different. There's obviously no fish on the walls. More like modern,
Yeah.
sort of. It's sweet. Like I had a good time there. Like dudes were good.
Yeah.
Got a good haircut. I even let him touch a little bit of the beard. I might have him take some more, honestly. It might be time. Like we were talking right before we came on, like I saw a picture. Actually, my dad reposted the picture of you and me and my mom
Yeah.
at her,
Birthday.
was it her 60th?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that's 3 years ago. And this is real white now. There is a lot of lightness.
Yeah.
I can't even call it blonde anymore. It used to be like, oh, get sun bleached. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No. It's going white. Good news is, nothing's.
Yeah,
Dude.
you're good in the head department.
I walked in, and I had a hat on, and he's like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, I don't really know, dude." And he was like, "What?" I was like, "I haven't cut my hair in over a year. I haven't touched it." And he's like, "Really?" I was like, "Really? The last time I had my hair touched was my house, and I shaved it all off." And he's like, "Okay." And then I took my hat off, and I sat down, and he's like, "You have more hair than anyone I have ever met." I was like, "Yeah, dude, my hair is fucking super thick. It's fucking hot. I want to get rid of it." And he's like, "So you want to go like Ragnar, kind of?" I was like, yeah, basically." And he was like, "Wait, really?" I was like, "Yeah, do something. Go tight fade up to something. You figure out the something." And he's like, okay." I was like, "Look, dude, the worst that happens, we shave it off. It'll grow back. I don't give a fuck." And he was like, "All right, man, let's do it." So, came out good. I'm happy with it.
Good.
Good spot. Good conversations. He's a
Right.
big. I think it's Bradley. Is the dude's name?
Oh, okay.
He's a big fan of Moose Burger. So we talked about that. The other guy there, I believe, is sick of talking about Moose Burger. Because he talks about Moose Burger so much. But we had Moose Burger last night.
This burger's pretty good.
Now, you don't know what you're getting if you're getting Moose Burger, Moose Taco, Moose Korean, Moose hot dogs. Whatever he feels like doing, he's doing. Like right now, well, last night was Taco Tuesday, so he
Yeah.
had $5 tacos, which were fucking amazing. We had those with the neighbor. And their queso was fire.
Where?
Huh?
Where is this?
Moose Burger?
Is Moose Burger a restaurant?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like actual Moose Burger. Like, he likes Moose Burger.
No. Sorry. Moose Burger is a place in York. So you know Jason that owns York 54
Yeah.
and owns St. Joe's? And he also owned First Hill? Well,
Yes.
he shut down First Hill. He bought the place where Holy Donut, or Mini Donuts used to be, Wicked Minis.
Yeah.
And at first, he opened it as York Street Tacos.
Yeah.
Fire. Then he changed the sign out of nowhere and made it Moose Burger. And then 3 months later, the taco sign's back up. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Well, it turns out that's just like his play kitchen, apparently. And he just wants to make whatever the fuck he wants to make that week, month, day. So he'll do tacos. He has a fire fried chicken sandwich. Their fried chicken sandwich it's a spicy fried chicken sandwich. Legit. They got fried pickles. He's got like Korean barbecue.
I hate Korean barbecue.
Why? It's so good.
I hold a grudge towards it.
Because did you get tricked into Korean barbecue?
No, what I got was somebody tried it and then wouldn't, and I'm not saying you, somebody I work with tried it, and then that's all they got for fucking weeks. And they wouldn't shut up about it. Probably a lot like this guy with the Moose Burger restaurant.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Fuck Korean tacos, beef, Korean barbecue. Fuck it all.
I mean, I understand, but you should try it because it's really.
I've tried it. It's good.
It's good.
But I'm not going to eat it.
Man of principle.
Same reason I won't watch Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones.
Dude, if we went down the list of hit shows none of us have watched, I think we'd hit them all.
We could do an episode on it.
Breaking Bad. I stopped Sons of Anarchy 2 seasons in.
I've seen that.
Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Lord of the Rings.
Yep. I've seen one Lord of the Rings.
What's the other ones?
Any of the Marvel movies? I've never seen any of those.
I've seen one Transformers.
Never seen any of those. None of the Batman movies.
Nope, never seen those. Haven't seen Succession. Haven't watched Yellowstone. Have not watched. I'm trying to think of all the shit my wife watches. Peaky Blinders.
Nope.
Have not watched. Just about any. Like, if you create a YouTube series, I'm in. Like, give me fucking Joe Holland with Donnie and fucking Brandon.
I'm in.
I'm in for a season.
I will watch.
Joe didn't respond to my comment the other day.
I wonder why. I wonder if he's heard it a lot.
I would assume so, because that dude's a douche. Dudley Dickhead. I'm sorry. Like, I don't even know, like, how you think that was a good idea. For, like...
Sorry.
Want to do it one more time?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I realized after the second time that you were probably going to fucking reach over and smack me. So
It's nice. It was a good echo through the springs of the entire microphone stand in front of your
see,
face.
I can't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm retired from headphones.
Trucks fixed. Round 2. Way better. Fucking thing flies. It's back to. She's running on all cylinders now.
Good.
Back to getting more than 14.4 miles a gallon. That's really the only thing I gave a fuck about. Your racks are almost done.
Yep.
We're on the assembly stage. It'll probably take us another week and a half, but
I think I may come over tomorrow night and work on them.
the Jeep is in there. I don't know if I'm going to work on that tonight. I might wait till Monday to tackle that fucking thing.
What do you, radio?
New radio. It's going to suck. But
Because he wants to put the backup camera in?
yeah. I started looking at it, I'm like, this is just way more work than I'm ready to do today. Like, it was ripped the entire interior out of that fucking Jeep. Because I got to get to the power. I got to get to the power for the reverse lights so it knows when to kick the fucking camera on. I've got to figure out how I get the phone cord out of the dash for the Apple CarPlay. I had to find power for something else. Oh, power for the camera, which I don't know if that's all the time power, and I've got to run that all the way from wherever.
Your father is going to back into more shit with that fucking camera than he does without it.
Yeah. Well, and then, like, where do I mount the camera? Because the license plate's on the fucking port side rear. There's nothing in the center other than the rear tire, which swings, so we're not doing that. I'm like, where do you want this thing? So, I might just tell him, hey, it's in my shop, it's ready to go. I'll rip it all apart for you. You can do the whole install, and hopefully it works for you.
Is he home?
Yeah, he just got home today.
Nice.
So, yeah, he got 75 days to figure it out. I finally put it in his fucking hardtop wiring kit, which he's got to go have his computer flashed for that. Didn't tell him that yet.
Wouldn't this have been a good thing to do when you had the dash ripped out of it?
Yeah. And I told him that. And he goes, all right, sounds good. And I ordered it. I'm like, all right, cool. Because I got to put it back together to get it out of my shop. So, granted, to get the dash off in those things is actually pretty easy. It's it's like 5 bolts. It's really not that bad.
Yeah.
But it's still just annoying. I don't know. But yeah, he's home, so he'll be ready to go fucking fly fishing with you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Tried on my waders the other night.
Yeah?
They don't fit.
No?
Yeah. I gained a little weight.
Whoops.
Yep.
What's the plan now?
Buy new waders.
Atta boy.
I'll keep those ones for when I lose weight. Because I'm going to fluctuate,
Yeah.
you know. They went on, but they were tight. Like, there was no comfortable moving.
Yeah.
Like, so. Just going to buy another pair off of Amazon. I found some zip ones.
Yeah.
Another thing I'm going to go with. Wife's not going to be happy, but you know what?
Hey,
She got out of the bar.
she got a new car. She should be happy. Not my fault. Not my fault you need a new car. I need new waders.
Right?
What's cheaper?
Waiters.
Yeah.
But you got to drive, so.
I almost threw up last night when I looked at the cost of a new truck. When I finally did the payments.
Yeah, spending the money to fix yours didn't hurt as bad today.
No. It came in under what I thought it was going to be, too. I budgeted $1,000, so.
Fly Expo
Fly Fishing Expo at Eldridge.
was a smashing success for them, I think.
Yep. It was great to see everyone back. Actually surprised with the amount of younger folks there. So I went relatively early. I think I was there by 9:30-ish.
Yeah.
Started at 9. I still parked down about half mile away
Yep, same.
and then walked down.
I actually parked almost to the Gunquit Playhouse, that little hotel they have or whatever.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, so I parked, the little birdhouse shop. I parked the first spot north of their driveway. That was the first spot I had open. And we went in, saw Aaron. He was hanging out. Saw James.
Yeah.
Said what up to him. Gotta poke him again about coming on.
Yeah, we better get him soon because fishing's going to take off and then we're not going to be able to.
Yeah. I gotta see if I have a Wednesday off and then we could do it.
They sold a lot of raffle tickets for Flies for Kids.
Yes.
I would assume they did the raffles. I didn't win anything. Of course not.
No. I'm off May 3rd. If we want to do it on a Wednesday, where I could be here before 7 o'clock at night.
Works for me.
I'll shoot him a message later.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. I talked to the president of Sebago Trout Unlimited.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we might be involved with them very quickly.
All right.
At the very least, get him on. I told him, he's like, well, you should join and you can do some stuff. He's like, but I'm going to tell you right now. So their biggest thing was the old guard of Trout Unlimited was like, as soon as new blood came in, was to just be like, oh, you got to do these 6 events. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck that. He's like, that's just a good way to abuse the fuck out of new blood, and then they don't come around ever again. So, because I was like, you know, we got some pretty decent connections down in this area for breweries. Like, we go to Tributary anytime. Like, I could go talk to Todd and be like, hey, can we do a tying night here on like a Monday or a Tuesday night? And he'd be like, absolute fucking lootly.
Yeah.
And I was like, and we could use a prey up in Portland.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, I know a ton of people that go there. I was like, yeah, and they're all chicks. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, so you have an event there and try and bring new blood in. Like, that's what they're trying to do with, which is pretty similar with the message of what we have, right?
Yep.
Get new blood involved. I was shocked at the Eldred show with, I mean, there's still a bunch of curmudgeon-y old whites. Tons of them.
Oh, yeah. But there was a lot of young people there.
There was a lot of young people. There's
Yeah.
actually quite a few kids.
Yeah.
Which was cool. My oldest came with me. She wanted to buy a bunch of shit for tying, and I was like, look, we will come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because guess what? We're 3 miles away. I don't need to stand in line at Eldridge Brothers. Ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Poor Jim. I don't think that son of a bitch left the spool and desk.
dude, I saw him, and I said hi. Just as like, hey, I'm here. Like, good to see you, Jim. Like, thanks for doing this. And then never saw him again. And then I went in the next day, and he was there again. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you couldn't get a fucking day off or what? He's like, no. And we talked a little bit about the show. He was pumped with how well it went, and you know, it was good to have everyone back. There were some good booths upstairs.
Yep.
I mean, sort of typical. Couple camps and
Yep. Yeah, I talked to the dude from Fish Pond
yeah,
for a while. He was a cool dude.
yeah.
He
They've really rebranded and done a pretty good job of coming out of from being like a shit brand
yeah.
to actually being pretty well respected and making some decent shit now.
I was talking I had that net. I was talking to him about it. And I was like, "You've been doing any fishing?" He says, "I haven't fished since July 15th of last year." He was fishing, took a wave. They were on the salt, took a wave, and he slammed his side of his body on the gunnel and broke like 5 through. He said 5 through 12. Or how many
Jesus.
ribs do you have? I don't know. He broke a bunch of ribs, but separated them from his sternum.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So he's been like recovering from that ever since.
The fuck?
Yeah. But I got a reel. It's the only thing I got. And Jim, when I was like, "Hey Jim, can I get this reel?" He's like, "Yep." He's like, "I'll move you ahead, but you still got 3 in front of you." But he had like 10 to do.
I mean, there's a bunch of rod companies there with some good dudes. I talked to the guy at Costa for a little while. I talked to Aaron most of the time.
Yeah, I stood with Aaron for a while.
He was, poor little guy, he was freezing.
Some guy from upstairs gave him his jacket.
And then I talked to, was it Great Bay Trout Unlimited?
Yep.
Who was out front? They were out front. We talked to them for a little bit. I ran into some people I knew. You ran into, what, 2 listeners?
Yeah. So I saw the dude that we met up on the sump that one time. And then when I was leaving, there was a guy who was like, "Are you from the podcast?" And I was like, yeah. He's like, "The Mainely Stoopid Outdoors?" I'm like, "Yep." He goes, "Yeah, I listen to you guys." I'm like, "Well, that makes like one."
Well, sorry. I don't know. Chris was the guy we met up on the Presumpscot.
Yeah.
Seuss? Suee.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I don't think I'm going to go out fishing Saturday.
No?
Maybe.
Why not?
It's going to be fucking cold.
Yeah.
I'm a Sally.
No, it's not. It's going to be 59. I mean, maybe lightning, but it's fine. It'll be all right.
I also got to buy my license.
I'm going back to I talked to someone the other day and they were like, "Yeah, I wouldn't buy another license for ice fishing," and I was like, "Why?" I would 100%. As long as the state did something good with the money,
Yeah.
and not just stock trout. Maybe like improve access to places.
Did you see that the state's developing a inland fisheries and wildlife app?
I did. I took the survey. Did you?
No.
Oh, I
What
took.
survey?
There.
Was it a while ago?
No. It was in the email they sent.
Guess I didn't.
So they sent out the email that says we're developing an app. And it at the bottom says take survey.
I did not see that part.
So I took the survey. And it does not take less than 5 minutes. They're fucking lying cocksuckers when they say that. I've already taken that survey. Oh, well, here, watch this. We'll go to incognito mode, motherfucker. And then you're going to open it again. Because you don't know. Oh, they still got me. Anyways, there's a bunch of questions on there. And my only comment was like, hey, just let's state the rules and get rid of the S codes because the S codes are horseshit. Because the only reasons you ever started with the S codes is so you didn't have to fucking take up as much space in a fucking law book. Well, no one uses a law book anymore. It's all digital. So guess what? If it's 15 more kilobytes, it won't fucking bankrupt the fucking state, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So just post what the body of water is and what your restrictions are. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Like, someone smart could have done it with Google Maps already in like probably 6 hours. Maybe a little bit more. We do have a lot of bodies of water here. But like, why we still use an S code next to a body of water instead of just being like, hey, this is fly fishing only from April 1st till October 1st or whatever the fuck it's going to be.
All they would really need is a key, like FFO. You know?
Well, like they have those, right? But like that's what their whole thing with the S codes was like, oh, it'll just be a key. And it's like, well, okay, but if I'm on page fucking 11 of your book and your key is on page 1,
Yeah.
and I either have to scroll or flip back to it, like that's fucking stupid. especially if it's in a digital format.
Yeah.
A digital format, you do not need to fucking shrink down anything. But just make it searchable. Don't make it a huge list. Make it searchable. Click on it. And then if they were really, really, really good, like really smart, and actually did this properly, they would pull up the main IF&W surveys on that same page. So you'd open up the app and you'd say, all right, I'm going to go fish Wilson Lake. And so you go to their search and search body of water, and you go Wilson Lake. And it says, all right, here's your rules and regulations for Wilson Lake only.
Yep.
Or put in all the general fishing rules and then specific rules for Wilson Lake in full text form. No fucking S codes, no fucking horse shit abbreviations. Here's your survey of the lake. And that's it. Like, so simple. And then, like, access points. Like, I wish they would just spend more money on, like, making better access and making it more well-known.
Yep.
But
baby steps.
I just don't know if we'll ever...
I wonder how long it's going to take for the app to come out.
I'd say a year. Easily. Because it's just going to get tied up in bureaucracy horse shit with fucking old bikes. Like, just let it go, dude. Like, just put it out. Who the fuck cares? It's going to be better than what the fuck you put out now.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, people are already asking in, like, the waterfowl groups, like, oh, when do you think the season dates are? Like, the season dates are the same fucking every fucking year. October 1st. For the southern zone. A week before that for the northern zone. Every fucking year. Unless October 1st is a Sunday, and then it'll be the 2nd.
Yeah.
Because it'll be Monday. Like, it's not hard. They don't change. They don't recognize that maybe seasons are shifting a little bit. Like, you know, maybe. Just a little bit.
Just a little.
We should be able to fish till fucking November. It's fucking horseshit. Especially like this year.
Yeah, you could have fished till December.
Fuck half the water. Anything that was open and moving, you could have fished all year. I don't think a river fucking froze in this state.
No.
I don't know if any, like, well, I did hear one smelt camp got their shacks out for like 2 weeks.
Really? Must have been far north.
Yeah. Like, north of Augusta.
Yeah.
But it's like, are we not recognizing things are moving and changing a little bit? So you went with the old Lamson?
Yes, I did.
Shooting head?
Liquid. Shooting head. Royal Wolf. I don't know. Jim recommended it.
Full sink?
Nope.
Intermediate?
Technically, it's a float.
Really?
Yeah. He says he actually uses it for when he wants to, like, poppers for stripers.
Yeah.
But he said you put a heavy fly on it, it's going to say for bass fishing and stuff. So
There you
heavy
go.
leader. Chartreuse backing.
That's deep in there. You
Yeah, it
barely
is.
see it.
Fairly inexpensive line. It was, I think, $80 for the line.
It's really the only thing that matters in
Yeah.
fly fishing.
But good quality stuff. If Jim likes it, can't be too bad.
No.
And James liked it too. So
Those Lamson reels, they're actually a decent
Yeah.
company.
nothing fancy. Looks good. Good drag. I don't know how you take the spool out.
Loosen the drag wheel all the way up. It'll pop off.
Well, it's got some sort of clip over here.
Let me see. Oh. No, that's your clicker. How do you tighten your drag? Oh. That way.
See?
I don't know. Huh. Gimme. There's not loosening it. Huh.
I'm sure somebody made a YouTube video on it.
Oh, that drag's tight now. Oh, yeah. I would think you just push down on that. Maybe not. Huh. Well, sealed everything, huh?
Yep.
That's the shit. What if you gotta spin that thing off? Those little 2 dots there.
I was thinking that. It didn't come with anything to do it, though.
Because those don't move when you tighten the drag.
I'll ask Jim the next time I'm in there.
Jim, what the fuck kind of sorcery did you give me?
Right? But, see, I haven't casted it yet. All my leaders and stuff are in fucking storage.
Let me get it all out.
I know. I gotta go there this week. I'll probably fish Sunday morning.
Sunday morning?
Yeah.
It's very simple.
What's that?
They say it's very simple. To remove it.
It's very simple. All you gotta do is put your fingers on the outside of the frame like this, and you push on the spool with your thumb. Fingers on the outside of the frame, push the spool backwards. Should pop right out like that. All you gotta do is wiggle it out, pull it off. All there is to it. Put it back on, you just reverse it. That spindle into here. Ease that back down on. Should snap right into place. Again,
Oh.
what you do, put your fingers out on the frame like this.
Give me that fucking thing. We're gonna try this right now.
Yep.
He says, you just go like this. Put your fingers on here. Just pops off like that.
Got it!
Got it. Huh. Ain't that something?
So you don't have to press anything? You don't have to...
Nothing. Just. You just fucking push it off. And then it just clicks back together. Huh. Well, that's way easier than we said it was going to be.
Yeah.
You just hold it there
Yeah.
and push. You're going to fucking shoot that net. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Push it towards you. Nope. Fingers on the top. Inside. Yep. Inside. Inside the rims. Yep.
This?
Yep.
Oh, and then push
And then push down. That thing's gonna fucking shoot across this podcast office here in a minute. Come on. Oh, here it goes. It is going to hit the floor.
Got it.
See? Look at that.
Huh.
What a design out of them.
Right?
Huh.
$150 line holder.
There you go. Back together. Put her away in her little oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
We got a new YouTube star in the making.
I know.
Sponsored by me. At this point.
Sponsored by Mainely Stoopid.
Yeah.
What's the channel name?
Livy's Lunchables.
Context.
So my idea is to down the road. So the Lunchables for like a snack. So it's
Yeah.
like a fish snack. But my idea down the road is that she builds little tying kits.
Yeah.
So you have like you get the hook, you get the body
Thread.
material.
Yeah.
No, not the thread. Well, maybe the thread, depending on. Like if you buy like a 10 fly
Yeah.
pack, you can get 10 hooks, 10 eyes, all the fur tied up, like all the feathers or whatever
Like
you're going to use.
proportioned out.
Yeah, portioned out in like a Lunchable container. And then that's distributed. And then you can then watch the video on the fly. She wanted Lunchables, and then I was like, actually, that kind of works, because then we could do like a down the road. You could
Who
pour-
doesn't love Lunchables?
Right. I just made adult Lunchables.
Yep.
For work. Craisins, cashews, rice crackers, and some chicken and cheese.
I love the little Sorrento Lunchable packs. Come with a little salami, some crackers,
Yeah.
cheddar cheese.
Yeah, they're just like $5.
Yeah.
Where I can get the salami and the cheese and crackers and cashews and craisins for a lot
I get it.
less than $5 a piece. So that's what I eat like a child at work. Like I just need little snacks. I don't need fucking meals. But
Liv's Lunchables.
Liv's Lunchables. So far, we tied up a clouser, and she tied up whatever the fuck she wanted the other day. We did 2 other videos where on par, on brand, did not have sound.
I like how she holds her bobbin like a pencil
Yeah,
with this.
yeah. Which gave me some good little teaching. If you
Yeah.
watched the last video, where she's like, I can't get it tight. And I was like, well, because she was going like straight up and down
Yeah.
with it. And I was like, well, if you go 90 degrees so you're parallel with the hook shank, it'll add more pressure for you.
Look at you,
A little tying tip.
right? That's great. You should have soaked Aaron for one of those waspy kits.
She already has everything.
I know.
Like, and I want her to be like, ideally here, like, I just want to be able to tie flies for me to go fishing. Like,
Yeah, get really good at these 3 flies.
yeah, like, tie up a shit ton of clousers for me. And then, if I could get her to fucking figure out the James Brown crab pot, I think that is like the coup de
Yeah.
grace. She wants to do a mouse, and I'm like, no. Like, I'll figure out how to tie mice the minute I book a fucking trip to Montana. How's that? Like, I don't need a mouse for anything around here.
Well, I'm gonna try some for bass.
I understand that, but I don't need. I want a trout on a mouse. I don't want a bass.
Yeah. That's another thing I gotta do. Once I get my racks done is get my kayak out, get that rigged.
Probably should get that battery on a charger.
Probably.
He said the charger's with it, right? Did he?
I think there was, yeah. There's 2 batteries, charger, the fish finder. Which I saw that the fish finder worked, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out an anchor setup.
What did I just see? I just saw something for a fucking kayak anchor. What the fuck was it? There's a whole bunch of them. Like, you really don't need much.
No. I gotta get a milk crate. I tried to talk my wife into taking one of the milk crates from her school.
Yeah, she still won't do that?
No.
Why?
Because she thinks it's weird to ask the lunch ladies for a milk crate.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't remember what it was.
That net I bought's going to be perfect for the kayak.
Yeah. Nice little boat net.
Yep. There's a guy at Elliott building nets now.
Really?
Yeah, Andrew Wallace, the slab guy at 236. He said anytime any of us wanted to come down, we could use his shop, build one for free.
Does he have any Instagram or anything?
Not really.
What's he on? How do we get a hold of him?
I call him.
Well, so 1990.
Well, my idea was I was going to make a boat net for Aaron for taking us fishing
Oh.
in July.
I just want to make sure he uses thick. I don't like the thin net twine.
What do you mean?
Like where you actually tie the net in.
Yeah.
I like the thicker. It's like what mine is.
Yeah, he's using fairly thick ash, it looked like.
No. The rope. Like
Oh, yeah.
the string.
Yeah.
Like that company out of fucking wherever the fuck they're from that goes to the fly fishing show.
Montana net or whatever it
Yeah.
is.
They use like super thin.
I may redo mine because it's pretty thin.
Yeah. But I like mine is like shoelace, like bootlace
Yeah.
thick. Like that's what I like. I don't know why. I just like the look of it better.
I'm sure he'd let us do anything we want. He's got the steam bender. He's got everything we need. That, and I've been watching a bunch of videos on how to build a cedar strip canoe.
Oh yeah?
I kind of want to build one just because my dad built one.
Okay.
I think it'd just be kind of cool.
Start to finish, whole thing.
Yeah.
It would be neat.
But that's a winter project.
That's a long project.
Yeah.
It's not just like a
Not just winter. It's a...
yeah.
I think my dad built his. It took him like 2 years. 2 or 3.
That's a lot of time.
What's that?
That's a lot of time.
He was a perfectionist.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do like there's guys that like my boat, right? Like there's people that definitely take way more time. I don't know if I could have done it for much longer. Like I can't let a project sit. I don't
Yeah.
know. It like irks me to have stuff like undone. Like I haven't ordered the stuff for my 4-wheeler because I know as soon as I order it I'm gonna want to rip it apart and do it.
Yeah.
But it's like I need to do it, so why not just get it done? But like I'd have a hard time like starting a project. Like you see like these guys with like their shops and like there's like a half finished boat for like 2 years. It's like, bro, why don't you just go finish it? Like why not? Like
Yeah.
I don't get it. But um, I was trying to find the president of Sebago Trout Unlimited on Instagram, and I cannot. So I'm just gonna message Aaron. Yeah, so I'd like to do some tying. Like, I'd love to have like a tying night.
I think we should really talk to, like, during the winter, even if we did it, like, once a month for 3 months or something like that.
Dude, even in the summer, like, if you did it late enough at night, like, on like a Wednesday or a Thursday, right? Like, 7 to 9 at fucking Tributary. And, like, all the striper dudes around just,
Yeah.
like, come in, like, just tie up some flies, really just, like, grab beers and maybe tie, like, 4 flies.
Yeah.
If you're lucky. Just shoot the shit and talk about fishing and how it's going. Like, I think it just build a better community of, like, sharing information rather than, like, what we're at now where it's, like,
I think that'd be great. We
nobody
should
wants to talk.
I don't even know who to talk to down there.
Todd and Woody. I don't think Todd would give a fuck. And, like, they got the tables, like, you could just have, like, 3 benches, bring in, like, I could travel, like, if I was just like, all right, let's tie striper flies, like, let's go tie some fucking clousers.
Yeah.
Like, I could bring a Ziploc bag and be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, or we just do it here. Clean out my shop.
Set up the shop.
Yeah. Set up, like, tables.
Yeah.
There's a brand new beer fridge. Just fill it and be like, whatever, BYOB or not. And there's beers here and grill. Like, do, like, burgers and dogs or something.
That may not be a bad idea.
Well, mainly stupid outdoors. Fucking.
Fly tie.
Or just fishing event. I don't even know what I'd call it. Come over, shoot the shit, crush some beers, hang out,
Shop talk.
shop talk.
Mainly stupid shop talk.
Yeah.
Fly fishing.
I'm
Put
in.
up like a poster at fucking Aldridge Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Just a way to get local guys together.
Hang out. I mean, I'll go fish with anybody. I'll, like, have the boats here. Like, plenty of room to fucking park anybody.
Yeah.
Maybe we do a little event.
We should look into that.
Or we could even close the door. We could do our own fucking fly fishing festival. Which, you going?
What?
The fly fishing festival.
The film
festival.
Yes, I am.
April
12th, 6 to 9 at North Country Ciders in Dover. It's the fly fishing F3T fly fishing film tour. There's going to be a food truck there, raffles.
What I don't know is, like, can I show up late?
I would assume so.
Like, they say it's 6 to 9. It's the 9th, or the 8th,
Yeah.
right?
I assume at one point they're going
Wait,
to...
it's on the 8th?
No, it's on the 12th.
Oh, fuck. I'm not off that day.
It's a Wednesday.
No, I'm off the 13th.
Oh, that's right, because you're...
This
4.
whole 4-in-1 thing is fucking my brain up. I'm looking forward to it because,
Yeah.
like, by the 5th day, you just want to blow your brains out. And then by the 6th day, it's just, like, get me to the end of the shift so I can go home for one day. But now it's Just work 4 days and then you have a day off. Like, that's way easier.
Yeah.
No, I work the 12th, but I am off the next day. So I could stay out late.
I'm bringing Mandy.
And George, you're bringing him too.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Perfect.
He might not have told you that yet, but yeah.
Well, good. We'll give somebody Mandy to talk to.
Yeah.
Mandy loves George because anytime she posts a picture, within about 30 seconds, he likes it.
And comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, I feel like George is my own personal fan club.
Yeah.
I don't have the heart to tell her that. He does that to everybody.
Yeah. It's hard to tell when he's actually at work and when he's home. Oh, George, you commented on that in 26 seconds. I know you're at work right now.
Slow day in the engine room.
Fucking, he couldn't even tell you what the engine room looks like at this point. Paperwork.
He's
you know.
quiet quitting.
Yeah. Oh, he needs to just fucking quietly retire.
Yeah.
Old fuck. I got him a book. I gotta meet up with him tomorrow and get it to him.
All right.
We're at 57 minutes. We gotta stretch this fucking
Yeah, we can do it.
2 minutes.
Because 3 minutes of us was us trying to figure out that reel.
Yeah. That was pretty good, though. We got it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... I got some of that, like, shiny, flashy chenille the other day.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna have her tie up some... Or do,
Some
like, the
flashy buggers.
lead core wire
Yeah.
underneath, and then do that over the top, and then tie up some little
Gonna put a bead head on them, or you just... Yeah.
raw dog.
I did put a lead core wire on mine because I have bead head.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, really don't need the lead core, but
Really don't.
it would be just.
I think I'm gonna do I'm gonna do half a dozen of those with some, even with some like schloppen, hackle on it.
Yeah.
Because it'll give it that like, that fluffy when you stop it, flow
Yeah.
back and forth. Oh.
Ian sent me a picture today. He's got a full-on fucking fly shop in his fucking
That
upstairs.
son of a bitch he's unreal.
Yeah, he got a whole stack of
Yeah.
boxes, like meat plus bottom, big streamers, top waters, clousers, streamers, dry and nymphs.
I gotta go to Eldred's too and spend more money on flies.
I might hit beans. I might do a beans run. Maybe Sunday night. I'm off Monday.
You're off Monday.
Yeah. I want to do a late night beans. Be like, leave here at like 7:30.
That may. Could have Mandy drop me off here on the way home from my mom's. She could go home, and then you could drop me off at my house
Yeah.
on the way back through.
Yeah. Springvale's definitely on the way home. Yeah, get off 10 miles before you'd be home and drive 22 miles west.
Well, when you say it like that.
Fucking middle of nowhere. Oh. There's been some big news happening around the Orcs lately.
What's that?
Bunch of degenerates getting arrested.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yep. The old Cahill's back at it again.
Yeah. Cahill's really got it good this time. They're up for some serious time this time. Fucking retards. I mean, to think that they've been at this for almost 2 decades now.
Right?
Like, at some point, don't you just think, maybe I should stop being such a piece of shit? I don't know.
And you know who his wife was, or is?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know the whole relationship there?
No.
I'll tell you more later off this fucking thing.
All right.
Because it gets good.
Juicy.
Gets real good. And then the shooting up off of fucking Mill Lane.
Yeah, that guy's going to jail.
Yeah. There was just 2 guys arrested in Sanford today for robbing a store in Alfred. Tough times.
Really?
It's tough days in the streets of fucking Maine, apparently.
Yeah. Hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah, seriously.
Um,
At least we didn't have to call in a silver alert tonight.
Yep. Yep, we're
You-
safe.
You made it.
I made it.
And I'll wait a week. I'll wait 2 weeks before I order my river quiver.
What's that?
The old river quiver.
Oh,
I'll gotta order
yeah.
that, but the wife and I just had a discussion over budget, so I really can't.
Well, we're sponsored.
No, but the worst part is it was me leading the conversation
Oh.
over budgeting. And it slightly doesn't look great if I then just turn around and spend. But I mean, it's on sale, so
Yeah.
it's not
like
even on
heavily
sale.
on sale.
Yeah, like we're sponsored.
Yeah. Like technically we work for River Quiver.
Yeah, this podcast is sponsored by River Quiver. If you need a rod carrier, show up to the river, ready to go.
Yeah.
Riverquiver.com. I think. That
Right.
might not be accurate. Just Google River Quiver, all right? fuckers?
Riversmith, I think is really what it's called. Riversmith River Quiver. The 2-bagger. Or the 4-bagger.
I think I'm going to go 4. Maybe.
Makes the most sense.
Or I'll just throw my box back up on my truck.
For you what?
Throw my fucking homemade.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that thing's a beast. Put it on yours with that other one. Let you see which one you like more, because I can tell you which one I like more. And
I know.
I haven't released that video for a reason.
Yeah.
Then I thought about when I get my 4-banger, we can do a fucking side-by-side comparison of why one is better than the other. I mean, he didn't respond to you when you reached out again, so I don't feel as bad about burying the fuck out of
No,
him.
he did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
He told you to get fucked?
He said they're out right now. They need to go back to manufacturer. So,
Yeah, well, maybe don't use brass inserts. Fuck stick. And maybe use stainless steel hardware when we live in New England when there's rust all over that thing now.
yeah, I may take those bolts out and put stainless in.
I don't know if you'll get those bolts out.
Fair enough.
Just a warning.
Just paint it. Paint it all black. I did see a website that's selling so you buy it. All you got to do is add the PVC.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's all on the support, though. Like, that's what I found with my PVC, is it wasn't support. Like, I would go 2-inch EMT.
Well, you could do that too. but it's just the pod part.
The problem is, like, EMT now is so expensive.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's come down.
We looked it up at some point.
We did.
Yeah.
But that was last year. We don't know.
Oh, it was like 2 episodes ago.
No.
Yes.
EMT?
Yeah, when I was talking about building one.
What size do I want? I want... What size is mine? 2 inch?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 inch. No, it's way down. It's $42.75 for a 10-foot stick now.
It's 36 for a 10-foot stick of PVC.
Yeah, it would. 2 inch EMT would be 100 times better. I would probably remake the box I made with just using EMT, and it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Because it just, like, with the, whatever it's called, PVC, it's just like the top of it's flexy. And because I spray painted them black,
Yeah.
they, like, droop when they get really hot. Like a saggy boner.
Yeah.
But EMT was up over 70 something fucking dollars a
Oh, was it?
fucking stick, yeah. Because I had looked at changing that one out, and it was gonna be like $225 in material. And I'm like, well, for that price, I might as well just buy a brand new River Quiver. So it's come down.
I'm lazy, so I'll just take the other one.
I don't blame you, but I honestly like the one I built better.
Yeah, I know.
Huh. All right. We made it. It's an hour and 7 minutes in.
Perfect.
Nobody came to watch live. Cocksuckers. So
See you next week.
You can just listen to us, I guess. On
Maybe.
the podcast. And if you see us, like, maybe give us a name, because we're really bad.
No, the guy gave me his name. Shook
Oh.
my hand, introduced himself. I just can't remember.
Oh, perfect. All right, good. So if you're listening to this,
Man, I met you at the fly fishing show.
yeah, shoot Huey a message and be
Yeah.
like, hey, you dickhead.
So
Or hit us up on Instagram. We'll send you a sticker for your troubles. Because Huey,
maybe,
maybe.
if we remember.
We could come up with... I want to do the new logo and stickers. Sticker form.
I agree.
But we'll see you next week. We might be remote next week. Only
Probably.
based on when I get home.
All right, folks, before I fall asleep,